Well, welcome everybody. Let's start on time. Really happy to introduce my good buddy from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Mr. Don Carson.
Great, thanks, Brett. Looking forward to sharing some thoughts tonight about this industry, the home-based business industry, and what I've seen as an entrepreneur for the last, I hate to admit it, but 30 years, 35 years, even more than that. I mean, it's amazing how time flies. And recently, as we were selling one of our companies, and I looked at the transition period from when we started that company to the date we sold it, I started to think back how many years ago it was that I was involved in another company that I had made millions of dollars in, and it just seems like time's going like that. And you know, as I look at the window in front of me and my daughter graduating and now playing university volleyball, and my son heading to his 21st birthday in January, we all have to be cognizant of the fact that life is going very quickly, and as we get older, it goes faster. And the one thing that I want to share with all of you tonight is that good health costs money and bad health costs more. So much of what we're going to share tonight is a concept around wellness and taking matters into your own hands. So as we share a PowerPoint that the company tends to like to use, and let me just log right into that. You know, this is a company that has become true to my heart. It's been part of my wife and my life now since summer of 2015. And you know, when I think about the name Valentis, and I really get my head around where we were as business owners and different things we've done, Nancy and I, we've had a fair bit of success. And you know, when I think about you being invited first to this type of presentation and maybe watching the recording after, you have to understand that there's markets around the world. There's markets in the United States. There's markets in Canada that virtually have no idea what I'm talking about. Number one, they don't even understand the home-based business industry, and they don't understand exactly what Valentis is. So when we get to put our pedigree, my wife and I, our entrepreneurial spirit, the fact we've had a lot of success in different things, and we really get to look and share with people the brands we've represented and the ups and downs we've personally experienced in our business career, we really see what everybody's going to go through before they actually get started here. They have to understand that it's not a straight get-rich-quick type scheme. There's nothing of that we're ever going to promise you. What we're going to share with you that you're going to enter into an industry called network marketing, and underline the white word work. If you're willing to go to work, there's really good information that can be shared by people that are going to take and have your back. You know, when I look at this moment in our life, it was a blink of the eye that we could have been removed from our kids' lives. Nancy went to that windshield on the left, and I smashed through on the right. You know, it was an evening boat ride that we had done probably 100 times before, and for some reason, somebody decided to be out in the lake with no lights on their boat, and they took our lives into their hands, and we almost died. But that moment really was the turning point in my philosophy on business. Today, when I look at all of the businesses that are closing around us, driving around the neighborhoods, I'm sure in all parts of Canada, the United States, around the world, we're starting to see more and more vacant space, more and more space where, you know, people are recognizing that the old way of doing business doesn't work. And also, there's a real challenge going on in society today where many of us are going to outlive our money. And what we have to get our head around is that, you know what, we've got a chance to start today in a relatively short period of time and create cash flow, not only just for ourselves, but for the people we care for or the people that we, in fact, know need what we have to offer. You know, I started to really understand this industry more and more when I realized how much time I had available in the summer months. The summer was a busy time for me. In one of my companies, I had 6 stores, and slowly but surely I had to start closing them because of the way the internet was working and the way the challenges of trying to find motivated employees happened in our city. And, you know, having the ability now to have cash flow and be able to go forward with the freedom that it's generated for my wife and I, it's just been such a reward, because I can still remember, you know, the time when I couldn't spend the time with my son when he was very young on his hockey journey. And he resented me. To this day, he still resents me, because I've made the time now, because of my journey here in the home-based business, to do that with my daughter and her volleyball journey. So when I relate what I'm going to share with you tonight to these 3 things, money, time, and freedom, I want you to really think about this chart right here, the bottom number. Think about just how a life around you could be changed with a regular cash flow vehicle on a monthly basis. Don't ever think that a millionaire needs to have $1 million in deposit. Take a look at the bottom number. That's what a millionaire is chasing, cash flow. They're chasing that $1,650 per month to come in as a result of $1 million on deposit. But the problem with $1 million on deposit, and we're all creatures of habit, we're going to spend it. We're going to increase our lifestyle by buying different vehicles. In my case, I have 26 motors, if I counted last, with the amount of snowmobiles and cars and quads and razors and boats and all of that stuff requires maintenance, and it all requires insurance. It all requires some form of license, and that's where cash flow gets to be a problem for a lot of people, because if you spend that $1 million, how are you going to maintain that lifestyle? So what we teach in this world of the home-based business is this vehicle. What would it be like if we could generate an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month for your household income? For most people, it would change your lives. And history has proved this, because back in 2008, which is, gosh, it's hard to believe how many years ago that is now. But, back in 2008, the U.S. economy could have been saved for as little as about $280. People could have stayed out of bankruptcy for as little as $280. So don't think $1 million, think cash flow. And when you understand that, and you understand that your health is so, so important, especially as we age, as the population is aging, there's more and more baby boomers now that are looking to live a little longer to see their grandkids graduate. And this picture, this image so much shares with all of you my thoughts around the world we're in, that good health costs money and bad health costs more. If you can start thinking a little bit different rather than, the new pair of shoes, and start thinking about what you're putting into your body so that maybe you can bend down and tie those shoes up, then you might find the motivation in this picture. A 97-year-old grandmother running a marathon. Her philosophy is in life, and it's the same philosophy I bring to the table. It's the same philosophy I brought to my dad unfortunately, when he was passing away 2 days before he died. I said, Dad, you have 100% of your life left. What are you going to do with it? And I got a smile from him. He had Alzheimer's. It was a terrible thing to witness. He was one of my heroes, if not my only true hero in my life. And he lost his memory. And this woman here is an inspiration to many of us when you think that she has that attitude, that she has 100% of her life left. So why would she want to sit around and watch everybody else run by her? She's out running. Our world is full of people that are challenged today. Our world is full of the finance worries, the health worries, and we have an opportunity here in this company to help so many. We have an opportunity with this millionaire mindset in our background right now to help people get cash flow, that we can enter into a space, and this is the honest numbers that are being shared with the home-based business industry today. There's 79 million people just in the United States and Canada looking for a home. And they've realized that they're going to outlive their money. They realize that they don't need a celebrity to promote what it is that they believe in. They just have to be their own brand. They got to get behind the products that they want to share, represent the results they're getting, and just be real and tell it from the honest to God truth. So when I share that entry, I want to bring you to where I believe is the key for many of you on this phone and the Zoom tonight, and those of you that watch this recording after. If you're going to enter into this space, find a space or a company that covers at least these 6 things. You're going to want a company that has great products. That's obvious. But you also want a company that offers training support for all of you, and for most of us at a free level. This is a free Zoom tonight. We do presentations. We're going to be in Calgary and Edmonton, and then out on the West Coast in the Nanaimo area, in Vancouver. We're going to be in Minneapolis. We're going to be in Milwaukee and Toronto and Winnipeg, and all of this we're going to do for free, because the company and the distributorship and the ownership want to attract people to an opportunity. So we have a great training support system. We have a commission structure, which I'm going to share on a training I'm going to do in detail at 9 o'clock Central Time. So depending on where your time zone is right now, think about that. We're going to take a break after this next, say, 20 minutes, and then come back and give you here's how we get started training. But ultimately, the timing is the most important part of everything. Great products commission, a company that backs you up in training and support is wonderful. But when you got a situation where there's all these people looking for a home, and then you have a situation where there's so many people that can do their own research today to find out the things that are good for them, and they don't have to be snowballed anymore and marketed by celebrities, you've got something in our lifetime that's never happened before. And when you bring this together, we all have a chance to prevail. And that's our Latin term for the word relentless. And when your home office is in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it's operated by a very, very smart, ethical, hard driving entrepreneur. I called Dave yesterday. He's on his forklift, moving and putting pallets up and putting up racking in our new warehouse, 100 and something thousand square foot. Why, Dave? Why are you doing that? He says, because I want to show people that I'm not going to sit behind a desk and not be willing to go out there and work just as hard as they are. That's our CEO. He's driving this as the sixth element with a lot of integrity. Now, Dave sometimes doesn't move as fast as some people would like, but he moves at the pace that he knows the company can handle to allow us to be debt-free and to attract incredible products. Now, our weight management area is a growing area. It's a vanity play. I like to say when I look at my opportunity that I'm involved with a globally expanding company that really works off of 4 wellness principles: good digestion, brain and mental clarity and focus, blood flow, and pain relief. And the byproduct of that is I help people get control of their lifestyle and they can manage their weight better. That's kind of my 30-second overview commercial to anybody. But what's fascinating to me when I look at the weight loss industry is it's huge. And when I understand it more as I entered into this space, I just realized how many people can't stay on a diet. They lose weight, they gain weight, they lose weight, gain weight. And it's complicated. They have to stand on their head, jump up and down. They got to fast. They got to blend this on Monday and blend that on Thursday, eat this kind of food on Wednesdays. And that's complicated. When you start realizing that one of our categories, coffee and weight loss, and just how incredible that matches together, and you bring a product to market that can help you get control of your cravings and synergistically work with some of our other products to help you get control of your health, we've got a home run. And we've seen it firsthand because our company has grown 1,000% in 2019. That's incredible, 1,000%. And we're a 5-year-old debt-free company. And when we're participating in this coffee space, I want to share with you that the CEOs of the world are not going to let us do it by ourselves. I mean, McDonald's changed their name. Everywhere I go now, everywhere I see McCafe on a McDonald's because coffee's huge. Dunkin' Donuts, they sell their coffee in Safeway in Canada and around the world. It's a huge marketable commodity for a company that was always known for donuts. And Subway adds coffee to their business. This one sold for $11 billion, and Starbucks somehow gets $5 for a cup of coffee. You know why? Because of the smell. When you walk into Starbucks, it smells amazing. They create it like a country club. Why do I share that with you? Because our product is a weight management product, but what I love about it is it's affordable. And most people will drink coffee to the day they die. And most people are thinking of a coffee before they get out of bed, before their feet touch the ground in the morning. And so it's easy to talk about. I don't have to convince anybody what a cup of coffee is. So saying to somebody, hey, does your coffee help you lose weight? Or does your coffee pay you to drink it? Well, I can say mine does. And I'm growing a business globally around the world as a result. And some of the diet plans that are there, the names that we've seen on TV, look at these numbers. I can tell you, folks, I drank 2 tubs of Optimum coffee originally of our Slim Roast and lost 16 pounds. Maintained it ever since. And what I love about that is those 2 tubs cost me about $120, $130. Let's say divide that by the 16 pounds. That was $7.50 a pound it cost me to lose that weight. That's the way I look at it. But if I look at what these other companies do, they tell you fake food in a box, something dry, something where you got to change your life, and you cannot stick to that plan. So when somebody says to me, well, I've lost weight, do I have to stay on the coffee? I say, well, are you going to drink coffee? Yes, well, then keep drinking our coffee. It's good for you. And that's really our philosophy. So when you relate that to our other products, our 24/7 carb burner by Dr. Joe Aarons, a 2-time nominated Nobel Prize scientist, and some of the other things like our fruit drink trim, our cocoa, and some of the keto creamer products that we bring to table because of the keto lifestyle that so many people have out there, we're creating an environment, a product source, and we have another product called Skinny Fiber, a product source that is going to allow people to make their own decision. But I want to touch on a couple of things in a little bit more detail, bring a couple of testimonials on tonight to let you hear how incredible our portfolio is of wellness products. This one in particular, I can tell you right now, I'm in the middle of creating an environment to share wellness for marketing purposes for myself and our team. And I believe we'll launch this before you know it. I was telling Brett and Andrea a little bit about this. I'm really excited about the concept of wellness as a portfolio marketing tool for us, as opposed to just concentrating on our coffee, which is incredible with the 6-day experience and so on. we're creating an environment now for wellness as well. And for those new people on the call, it's not just about weight loss, it's about wellness. This particular product right here, folks, I honestly believe is the fountain of youth. I believe it's going to embed into our system the minerals we need to be able to help us rehash and redevelop and regrow. I've watched my fingernails grow longer. I've seen marks on my skin go away. I'm blown away by this odorless, tasteless product that embeds, look at the ingredients on the bottom, active charcoal, carbon 60. Google those ingredients and you'll see how powerful fulvic and humic acids are for your body. This company's created this product so that we can conveniently carry it with us, put 2 droppers in a glass of water or our favorite beverage, and before you know it, start reinvigorating our body with an alkaline cellular energy. It's incredible. I love this product, love this product. And it's part of a formula of other products we have for energy, which is a $52 billion industry. The immune product, which was my first favorite of all of Lentis, because it helped me with my plantar fasciitis of my feet, because it actually helps with inflammation as well, naturally, because it's a superfruit combination. It also has aloe vera in it, which helps your stomach lining to get your digestion improved. I love this product. It's safe for kids, by the way. I have parents that make immunesicles and put it in the freezer and give it to their grandkids. They just love this product to get their kids, and they love little kids taking good nutrition, right? Good story. Now, let's talk about this one and bring some testimonials on. The Imulin, folks, it's changed my life, I know already. Not only have I can say that our portfolio of products, the coffee, has got me to the point where I'm controlling my eating habits. I'm way more able to maintain my weight than I've ever been in my life, and I don't hold back. My wife and I are not afraid to put the hand in the cookie jar or the chips or whatever and social drink at the lake and all those things that most of you who've ever seen me on Facebook know we do. But I got to tell you, my back was never the same from our boating accident. And I tried everything. I tried every chiropractor. I tried every form of chiropractor to get rid of the problems in my back. And the only thing I physically can tell you with all my heart was Imulin that has taken my pain away. I love this product beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I want to ask a couple of people to share their story on this product, if we could. Jana, I'm going to let you come off mute first, because you're kind of, I don't want to call you the mother of all Imulin, because you were part of the original influx of this product to our company. Brett, are you able to unmute her? Because I can't seem to get my mouse to go to where she is there. Or can you unmute yourself, Jana? Or there you go. Jana, Imulin is in your heart. It's a product that you've shared around the world. I know how powerful it is in your life right now, but tell us just in a minute or two why Imulin is so important to the world.
Oh, thank you so much, Don. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, because Imulin is my passion. It became my passion because as I watched, scores and then hundreds and then thousands of people recover from serious inflammation issues that they'd maybe had for, some for 25 years, and so much pain and all the suffering. And when I saw that, I mean, initially for me, it was about energy and clarity and sleeping better. And I really appreciated that. But to see these extraordinary testimonials of people who have, overcome such huge inflammation issues in their lifetime in a few months or a few weeks or a few days is really unbelievable. And once you see that and you hear each story day by day, you just can't help but embrace it and share the wealth of information that we have here. And Imulin is truly the missing vitamin. This is the whole secret here. This is a missing group of flavonoids that we don't get in our diet. We can't get in our diet no matter how hard we try. So to take those little capsules and to see your health improve so drastically like this, especially for some people, like I said, it's really about, the global crisis of inflammation. It's global. It is every single person that's on the planet has some form of inflammation that is either low grade, even if you're healthy, to serious or chronic, or it's unbelievable. So we've moved into this realm, and Dave Jordan and Joyce have embraced this so well, and they are so excited about bringing this now to the world, that I know that we are, we're in this realm of health and wellness now that no other company on the planet, you cannot compare Emulin to anything else. It doesn't compare to anything. Even if it's a product that, helps inflammation, it does not matter. Emulin is in a world-class place of its own. It's a discovery, and we have it. And that is so exciting for us. And I know that once your people start, seeing those same results, once you start sharing the word and your customers start getting better and feeling better and reporting back to you, you are going to be, the same way. You're going to become obsessed with it, because it's just so simple and it is affordable. I mean, at some level, your health has to matter, because it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're not healthy, you're either in a wheelchair, a walker, in bed, or dead. And that money can't help that. Money doesn't help any of that. So this has become my passion. So excited about it. I love how Dr. Ahrens creates the other products that we're going to be looking at, like the 24/7 layers on Emulin. So it's on the same principle, but it layers on it. It addresses, the weight management issue. And then, of course, we're looking forward to the brain formula, which Dave is very excited to introduce probably next year sometime. But, for anyone who has neuronal issues, anything in the brain, whether it's any inflammation issue in the brain, and I won't even mention the diseases and the
yeah, because at the end of the day, we always like to read that at the bottom. It says this product's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, and results will typically vary. But at the end of the day, I can tell you from my own personal experience, Jana, same as yourself, I'm blown away by the results that's helped with me and my wife Nancy on our inflammation. So Jana, your heart, your passion comes through. That's why I wanted you to share on this Zoom, which we've recorded and we'll post. We're going to let a couple of other people share some stories, Jana, along the lines of Emulin, if you don't mind. Thanks for coming on. And we'll see you as we plan our event on the island sometime in November. So let's go to Bonnie. Bonnie, are you there? Brett, can you unmute Bonnie Keller out of Austin? Let's see, where are you? Let's see. She would be
here. There we go.
Got her?
I'm here.
Okay, Bonnie, how are you, my friend? Listen, we love you as a new ambassador of the company and just your words that you post on Facebook and so on. But listen, you've seen this industry from a lot of different angles, the network marketing industry. I just want you to give a testimonial on, being in a place that you are today and how good you feel about the Valentis culture and what you've experienced in a short time here, and just this product that you're embraced with the Emulin. Do you want to share your thoughts around the growth of your own organization here in Valentis in a short period of time?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, when I saw the Emulin initially, it made sense. It made total sense to me. I've been a nurse for 29 years and it made absolute sense. And I thought, this is it. And as I got to know people and I got to go to Orlando just a couple weeks after joining the company, walking in, it sounds strange to say, but I knew immediately I was just home. Everybody's super friendly, supportive, open, just down to earth. We felt like we were just embraced, just like family, like we'd always known each other. And every step of the way, there's been support. I've never experienced, this is the fourth home-based company I've been involved with, and I never ever had support in any of them before. And this one, it's just been such a blessing because we pick up the phone and we can do a three-way anytime or text anytime we get an answer. It's unbelievable, honestly.
So Bonnie, let me ask you that your customers in your market there, the information they're sharing with you on all of our products right now, just touching that for 30 seconds, then we'll go to our next guest.
Yeah. I get messages literally every single day with more testimonials on our products. we have so many amazing products. I tell people we probably have 6 that could stand alone and be multi-billion-dollar products, but they lead the way. The products do all the work. It's like we just get the word out on the products. I always start with Emulin, but we get the words out. It opens the door to everything else, and people are experiencing, I mean, seriously, daily multiple texts on what people are experiencing, and then they start immediately sharing with their friends and family and stuff like that. So this is a major blessing, and I'm really honored to be here.
Well, Bonnie, thanks for sharing with us. We'll mute you up here. I got one more testimonial, and then we'll carry on with our presentation. Dawn, are you there? Dawn Smith, are you nearby? Did you make it on, Dawn? No? Don't see her, Brett? If Dawn is not there, Brett, you mentioned Andrea wanted to chime in. Is she nearby or not?
Yeah, you know, I don't see Dawn. Just give me a quick sec. I'll make sure. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I got Dawn here. Hold on.
Okay, perfect. Dawn, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Okay, Dawn, listen, the reason why I wanted you to come on is you've been with Valentis now for, gosh, 3 years. I know you love the culture. I know you love the people. I know you and my wife and I have had heart-to-hearts and hugged each other and just thanked each other for our friendships. But your business is suddenly growing, and I wanted you to share for the brand new people watching tonight that it's not about, you know, hitting a home run on day one. It's just being persistent. And can you talk a little bit about your persistence and what recently happened and how your team suddenly grew and how that actually started for you that recently?
It's a lot of personal development, reading the books that you guys recommend to us, just personally developing myself and getting out of my own head space, because if I listened to my own head, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. So I've been, when we left Orlando, I was really pumped. We got to the airport, and a gentleman asked if he could go ahead in line in front of us, because I don't know what his reason was, but we just kind of went, you know what, we have 3 hours, go ahead. And then I could overhear him saying, and he couldn't get back home, and he was from Fort McMurray, and so bingo, my head went, I bet you he works long hours. So I told my husband, we got 3 hours. I'm hanging around to talk to this guy. And I probably waited a half an hour for him, and I finally approached him. And I went for the no, and I got a yes. So he said, you know, you don't want to talk to me. You want to talk to my wife. She's an RN, and she owns a health food store. So he sent his daughter to go get her, and I gifted her 6 samples. And then Julie Litke happened to walk in at the exact same time. So she was kind of my 3-way to verify everything. So it really worked out well for us. And she joined as a Ruby, and I think she signed like 6 Rubies now, 1 Emerald. She's on fire. And
yeah, you know, and Dawn, I wanted you to share that because I want everybody on the phone and the Zoom and the recording after to realize that you just never know. You just never know.
You don't, because I talked to 5 other people in the airport that day too, and I've got 1 strong prospect that I was talking when I went back to Orlando 3 weeks ago. So
cool.
Something might happen there, yeah.
Well, Dawn, thanks so much, and thanks for your continued support here. We'll move on to our rest of our presentation. Thanks for your testimonial, guys. Andrea, maybe we'll bring you on our training segment if that's okay. Listen, folks, as you go through our portfolio of products, the testimonials on each of them are fascinating. This is a great product that gets your blood flowing. We've got a line for skincare now. We've got fiber products. We've got everything that you'll need to take this product to the next level. And when I look at this slide, it was a year ago we created this slide and we were doing 2 million. Now we're doing 15 million a month. I mean, the company is growing at a point now where 15 will become 30, become 50, become 100 over the next 3 years. It's exciting. And as we share this around the world, I want to touch on a comp plan segment here with you, and then we'll lead to a more enhanced training on the compensation plan later. We can pay you immediately $20, $40, $60, or $100 just for sharing your website. We can let you share our 6-day experience, which is our coffee samples, where you can sell it for $20. And after 6 sticks, guess what? Probably by 3, they're going to call you and say, how do I get more? So we teach you how to put your name and number on the back of it. It's that simple. We let you duplicate yourself and triplicate yourself. We'll teach you that at 9 o'clock. Central Time. But the bottom line is you could put a little bit of time into this, and if you could find a few other people that want to put a little bit of time into this, before you know it, you could have what I might call a 40-hour, 1-hour day, okay? And we pay you for helping others be successful. We call it a matching check. Some would call it a you can't quit bonus. The bottom line is, as you help others make money, you get to be paid more money. And we let you build teams. And I love that about our business, only 2 teams, and we pay you a little bit on your smaller team, 20% that is, and then we say to you, go and decide which team you want to be bigger. You can flip-flop back and forth. It's your business. You only build 2 legs. We let you earn car bonuses, and we let you share, like Amazon, like the World Wide Web, your passion without having to cost you a whole lot of money. You know why? Because the way the world is changing now, the way machines are taking over, the way jobs are disappearing, this industry is being predicated around social media. We've got an opportunity where we don't have to spend a lot of money to get people to look at what we have passion about. So we teach curiosity in our marketing strategies, because we don't want you to run around and just say the word coffee and Imulin and let people Google that and end up over here on somebody's website. We want you to get their curiosity up. So we teach that. I'll teach you a little bit about that at the end of our training section. But folks, it's a one-time $20 activation fee, no annual fees. We give you all the benefits of a traditional business. The company handles the shipping. The company pays your team. The company inventories the product and warehouses it and keeps in production. The company does all the research on new products and development. They're the ones that have the personal guarantees on the bank loans and so on like that. Not you. There's no risk for you and I. All we got to do is point, click, and share, get in where we fit in, find a package that we can afford. And if you can afford the Business Builder Pack or the Career Pack, please consider that, because your rewards will be the best at the biggest package. For example, the Career Pack, a tub of coffee will cost you $33. You know, some people will sell that for $70, $75. They can make lots of money. In Canada, we are what's called an hot for resale market. So we sell our French packaged 6-day experiences, and we can do that legally, but we're not actively allowed to go out there and sell retail over a counter or so we've got to be careful. But in the US market and some of the markets like the Philippines and in the UK, you can have certain products that the company has that can actually be sold. Now, why do I share that with you? Because the 6-day experience can give you a large reward. Here's just a highlight for you. You can buy, and right now this is sold out because that's how strong and popular this is. It'll be available at the first week of November again. 350 sticks of coffee that you'll package in one of these little packages right here. And that coffee becomes a foot soldier, okay? So as they sample their coffee, by day 3, you follow up with them. I know from experience, customers come from these little packages. And then members come from this package. And you know, your $5.75 purchase could end up being a good return on that original purchase. Not to say we're guaranteeing anything. It might take you a month, 2 months, 5 months, whatever. It's your business. And I want to just share my final thoughts around this slide here, because I think we were all brought up in an environment that was sort of, hey, go work for somebody for 40 years. And they never told us what that meant, that most of us would have to sell everything that we ever accumulated to live off of 40% of what we would get for a check if our career was still there when we finally decided to retire. And then if we didn't take care of ourselves, you probably would only live another 11 years after you retired. And what the heck is that? I mean, come on, folks, 100% of your life left. Let's go do something with it. I believe with all my heart that for people to really get their head around what we're doing here, they just got to change their mindset a little bit. And, you know, we're going to share that with you. This is a lot of fun. I want you to know that the environment that you're entering into is a pretty exciting environment because it's growing like crazy. But I also want you to recognize that everybody that you'll meet in this company, for the most part, has your back. And you can't say that about going to work tomorrow morning. Often there's people there that want to take your job. So we're going to share with you a plan in a little bit. I hope you enjoyed our testimonials. We went about 5 minutes extra. I appreciated that. Andrea, if you are there, maybe we can take 30 seconds if she wants to share now her thoughts around the business.
Don,
Brett, is she still there?
She's not with us, but what she'll do is she'll hop on the training and share.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, there's our 35-minute presentation on the business. We're going to come back in about 25 minutes and give you an actual getting started training. Often what we do is we take the recording off now, which we'll do. So Brett, if you want to stop the recording, once again, thanks for joining us tonight. Watch the recording, share it with whoever you like. We'll post it on some of our YouTube channels, and it will be available in our team pages. So as soon as the recording's off, then we'll open it up to a few questions.